Over the last while, have you been really feeling like alone? Feeling like you're in a lot of chaos, like a lot of things are coming up for you. Emotions are being run ragged in different degrees, where you're depressed or you're getting anxiety or you're feeling panic attacks, or in general, you're feeling out of sorts or out of place, like you're not in alignment and that things are chaotic. Are you feeling that in your life right now? Because if you are, I'm not surprised. It's happening more often these days, over the last 6 months for sure, even starting kind of in 2012 all the way until today. We're in what they call an ascension or an awakening. And when you're in relationships or you're in job or careers or you're in a business model where the products don't align with who you are from a passion state or from your soul purpose level, where the relationships are no longer in connection, in love connections, at the highest good or in positive sets, or the same thing with your job, we are being forced into chaotic states to change things in our life. And it's happening everywhere in all different degrees. It's happening also in our health, because we need to step into this evolution as humans and step into our lane. And if we don't, life is just gonna get more and more chaotic. And for some of you, you're listening to this and you're going, I cannot handle my life to be more chaotic. And I get and understand that, I really do, because over the last 2 months, I've also been hit super hard about making large changes in my life and stepping into the space to honor what is going on. And my number one thing is, like, I'm that driver and that ambitious girl that just goes out and gets it. And no matter what's going on, I just push to go create a result. Well, it's not the way that the life is happening now. We cannot do things the way that we used to and expect the same results. Things are changing. So my control and my forced nature that way was put into a position where I needed to just surrender. And I needed to just accept everything that was going on and pull myself out emotionally and take an analysis look at everything and figure out, why was this showing up? What's the root of it? What lesson do I need to learn? Who do I need to support when it comes to this? And how do I realign myself into the space to get on path? Because all of us have a calling. And like I've said before, we are all here for a reason. We didn't just jump into a body to come to an earth experience to just be here. Although that would be really cool for us to endeavor, and some of us have different dynamics of the purpose we're here for, but each of us is on a path. And right now we are being awakened to align ourselves into that path. We are being shaken at the core, all things that we know to be safe and secure in our life. Some of them are being cut off at the knees for us, because we need to now step in. So how do we do this? That is the biggest question. So a couple things that I have used for myself that have seemed to work is journaling being one of them. Writing out your emotions, starting to ask yourself questions like, if I knew the answer to why I was having this challenge, what would it be? And listening to yourself. Because a lot of the time in the hustle and bustle of the world that we have going around us, we never sit and listen to who we are. So that would be the first one, starting to journal, express yourself in writing, get to the root of the emotions, then find people to help you clear it. Because sometimes we can't do it on our own. There's a lot of life coaches out there that have amazing tools to help clear these emotions, help bring them to the surface, and help align them for you. And that might be something you need to do. Other times it's just about acknowledging it and releasing it. And if you have the tools to do it on your own, amazing, and game on. The second thing is really about quieting the mind. So going into a meditative state at least once a day to be with yourself in alignment. Now that could be guided. That could be you do it yourself along with some sort of classical music that fills your heart and makes sense to you, because not every single music out there would be aligned to meditate with. So you need to figure that out for yourself. But getting connected to you. We talk about in the community of spirituality about raising our vibration. The lower vibration emotions that are in our lives, because if you're watching this video, just trust me, you're going to be in alignment with this somewhere down the road, are no longer serving us to grow from. We need to detach from them. And the only way to do that is to change our vibration, get in more positive states, more compassion, more love, more peace in the world, more joy in our lives. And we need to bring this forth on the abundance scale to shift things that are happening in our life so that we can get to 51% at least to start, where it's 49% of the other emotions to 51, we're winning now on a scale, right? So we need to be able to do that. And the only way, other than affirmations, which is a type of a meditative state, is to be one with yourself and listen and breathe and work through the body and what's happening. That breath is a phenomenal thing for connection to ourselves. And the last thing is doing things from a heart-centered space. So showing your love, and it doesn't mean at the destitute. If you are getting chaos in the things that you show love with, you are off path. So there is a way that your heart lights up. There's something in your life you do that your heart lights up. You need to do that more. And that might be artistic talents or playing musical instruments or working out or doing yoga. Whatever it is, there's a way that you can open up that heart. The more you can get there, the more you radiate that into the other aspects of your life. But you got to align that connection. And then the last tip I have for you guys is reach out for help. A lot of us are being awakened now to step into our past, and our past allow us to help you get awakened. So it's not this community anymore about this, I'm doing this on my own. It's about oneness in life. It's about how do we each step into our lane to help each other get into their lane so we can make this mass contribution and impact to the world. And that's what it's about. You do not have to live in chaos any longer. Although we are still human, we're still here having a human experience. But once you can align in that peaceful, joyful lane, the chaos feels more minimal than it was before. And it doesn't mean that it will just vanish and life will be this flowers and daisies. No, our learning experiences still need to be there for growth, but it just feels way different. And, it's like this work that we do, it's not easy work. It's not. Like some days it's meltdown, breakdown. Other days it's I'm pissed off at the world, but trust me when I say this to you, every single change you make in your life is worth it because it aligns you with the best version of you to go out and make the most impact in the world and to align those things that are pure of heart. And I don't know about you, but that's kind of where I want to be. See you guys soon.